Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. I'm Andy and this is Let's Play on Buy Real Farm. So, some news here. First, you might notice I have a trailer down here, a tipper. I figured I needed that to feed my chickens and stuff because it takes a bit of time driving around with a Paus to feed them. So I got that one. It was 10 grand, no, 10.5 grand, so it wasn't total a lot of money. Also got a plow because I need to plow this area in the winter time, because now suddenly I can't just relax during the winter. Now I have to work, so I got a plow. But mostly, well, and this one. So since I didn't have any wheat for my chickens, I decided to get this one. So this is refilled with outside ecologically grown wheat, which I pay for. So pay the real amount it actually costs in real life. You would probably get it cheaper though if you got a bulk like this, but I pay the real level price. And here we have our beautiful 6120M, which I can't see. I got it with a front loader stool because I think that's better, and no GPS. It doesn't have a lot of hours on it. It has 0.4 hours, so not a lot. I used a little bit to plow snow, just to try it out. It works really nicely. And over there is our regular tractor. So last time I put these in and I started feeding them, so that's cool. I have done 2 batches of chickens. I plan on doing 4 each year, which is realistic time-wise. I'll just switch over to our Excel spreadsheet here so we can look at it. So the first batch I just did. The second batch I actually looked more into what everything cost and expenditures and income and that sort of stuff. So I had 12,173 liters of wheat sitting from the batch before. During the time I was growing the chickens, I raised the chickens. I bought for 4,880 liters of wheat at a cost of 9,410 euros. By the time I was done and sold off the 9,000 chickens, I had 17,755 left, so I used 39,298 liters of wheat for growing 9,000 chickens. That comes to 4 liters per chicken, which is pretty realistically, I think, from what I can find online. Price per 1,000 liters 210 euros, which is also realistic. You'd probably lower that if you bought it in bulk, but I didn't. So, well, I did, but I can find a price for bulk ecological wheat. So, I bought 9,000 chickens. Price per chicken to buy was 8 euros. That meant the cost of buying it was 72,000 euros. So this is what we need plus this to grow them. I sold them at 18 euros. Actually, it's, if you remember last time, I was like 3 euros, which would be equivalent to about 14 euros per kilo. But then I started looking around, and if you buy a whole ecological chicken in a store, it's about 133 kronas, which is about 13 euros per kilo. Now the thing with that is that that's in the store, so I'm figuring that the farmer doesn't get that much. So I figured that the farmer maybe gets 75% growing cost. I'm not sure about that. It's probably lower, but we figured that. That's an assumption. That would mean it would be 18. That would mean like 9 euros per kilo, which translates about 18 for them when they're fully grown. So that's a profit of 10 euros per chicken, which doesn't really add up. I need to do some more batches to see how this adds up. Anyway, the sale income would be 162,000 euros. which should be 9,000 times 18. Production negative. I figured we lost about 10%, which is probably high, but 10% to transport death. It seems like mostly the chickens die in transport, and that's between 0.05% and 2.5%. I figured 10% here, so 10%, which means the income would be 145,800. Then we had the cost per day for our stalls. So I took 5 days in the game. I figured it's 4,000, actually it's 1,000 euros per stall, but I doubled it to be on the safe side. So 20,000 cost, which means that we got a total of that one plus that one minus that one minus that one equals this one. So 116,391 euros profit, which equals 13 per chicken, which is where it doesn't really add up, because it doesn't, should be 10 minus something. I'll figure it out. I did something wrong probably, but that's the income basically from a batch, which is pretty good if you ask me. I'm trying to get this as realistic as I can. I'm not sure, but I'm trying. So anyway, so we had quite a lot of money. So currently we have 159,000 euros, right? Actually slightly lower, but for some reason. Must have bought something. So we own our property here. We have 215 loans. Actually, we did put quite a lot of installments last time around, so this year. So 250,000 left, 69,000 left, or 70,000 left on the chicken coop, 50 on the John Deere, 7230, and we have 99 on the new one, 6120M. We also bought a small trailer here, and we also bought a snowplow. This is Swedish snowplow. Should probably put snowplow. We need to buy a silo. That's about 100 grand. So we need down 20,000 down payment and residual loan 80. So this increase it. This will increase with 80. This doesn't seem right. That's the loan we have. We do. I want to reduce that somewhat, but we own stuff for 868,000, which means that we have a loan percentage of, let's see, that divided by this, and we'll just change that to, let's see, percentage. So a loan percentage of 54.101%. We want to get that below 50. Which we could probably do, but we say we repay. What else could we repay? Repay 20 on that one, so that would be. Still doesn't put it. 40, so that would be. Or if we repay everything, 50 grand, that would bring us below 50%. So, and that would be minus 50. But we want to keep money so we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 72 just to buy. We need 72 just to buy the chickens. I will leave 10 there. $116. Okay, so 116. So this has quite a lot of residual value in it, so that's why I'm leaving it. the silo will start the silo during the springtime somewhere. Build that. So that looks good. Okay, so what we do is we buy chickens. Here's the thing, you just go in and buy chickens. We buy them, oh, they're cheap. €6. Oh, that's nice. So buy them. The thing is that it takes forever. I mean, if you press, I can't press this 4,500 times. It will take forever. So what I do is I have these little magnets, which I put over my... Oh, yeah. I'll put my joystick actually. So I just basically put my whole joystick on. So I put my joystick and a couple of magnets, which brings it up a little bit, and I put that on the enter key, return key, return key, right? And then it bobs away. And this takes a while. But I can't go out of this because then I won't continue. So we're gonna buy 9,000 chickens. So for the first batch of this year. That will cost us quite a lot of money. It will take about 5 days in the game, which is equivalent to about 5 weeks in real time. In real time, it takes about 10 weeks for them to grow. So that's why I tried to change the timing in the game or in the setup, so it will take twice as long to grow into maturity, but I couldn't figure out where to change that, so I had to stop. As you can tell, we don't have like a limit of 511 animals, and that was a limit in the game somehow. I looked around quite a lot and found eventually a Lua script which Giants released, which you could put in your mod. So put Lua script in there, and then in the mod description XML you had to put a reference to that one, and I had no idea how to do that, so I just copied something off another mod, and that worked. I tried to make a video of that, which was slightly odd because I didn't think it would work, but it did, so that's good. Don't want the chickens are so cheap. Should cost about €9. Oh well, they fluctuate, I guess. Probably get a less sale price in the end. So I put this script in Lua script in the mod file, and then I also put this reference to that in the mod description file, and it actually worked. And I could have 4,500 chickens in a coop, which is cool and amazing. That's good. I didn't think it would work. I was like, this is never gonna work. And it's someone's asked like, how exactly do you do this? Can I have an example of how you do it? And no one responded, and then no one has responded for 2 months. So almost 2,000 chickens. So €6 is €2 less per chicken. So that's gonna make it quite a lot cheaper. 9,000 times 2 will be, I have to go calculate this in a calculator. 9,000 times 2 will be 18,000 less in investment cost in buying chickens. This time around, I'll probably differentiate between different batches. And then I feed them wheat. That's basically what I feed them wheat. And that's basically the idea behind the 6120N is to use it around farming and some other stuff on land usage, like spreading fertilizer and that sort of stuff. But I'll try to use it a lot around the chicken farm. I could have bought a used tractor for a lot less money, but for some reason, that's the thing that I find a little bit weird and odd. I don't think you should be able to make this much money from chickens. Well, and I don't understand why. I need to. I'll see. I'll try to figure out why. I really don't understand why. I don't think you should be able to make this much money from chickens. And I lowered the price. Maybe I should lower it even further. I can't find any information on how much a chicken farm actually gets. If you look at the final price in the store compared to what the chicken farmer or grower gets for that chicken per kilo, I can't really understand. I can't find any information on it. So, especially ecological chickens. So I'll try to do the math. I'm trying to do the realistic math of it. It seems the profit margin seems unrealistically high. It seems like there should be more expenditure somewhere. Otherwise, people would be really rich if they had chickens. And maybe they are. I don't know. I haven't looked. I don't know any chicken farmers, so I have no idea what kind of equipment they run and if they run a ton of new equipment or not. One thing I did when I noticed is when you add all these chickens, is that you get it slows down the system quite a bit. So especially loading. If you load the game, it does load quite slow compared to how it does without the chickens. But you have 9,000 chickens. They're all individuals with individual names, so that's understandable. Why it slows down. Almost 4,000 chickens. Getting close to final amount here. So you see, it takes a bit of time to do this. Not compared to in real life, where placing 4,500 chickens is probably quite a lot of a day's work. So. And then basically I just refill wheat. I think the wheat, the amount of wheat they eat is pretty realistic compared to real life. The numbers I can find for real life chickens growing up. I think about 4 liters of wheat is probably realistic for a chicken to eat during the 10 weeks they grow. So I think that seems to work out okay. Okay, so buy, confirm, and this takes a little while because it's a lot of chickens to buy. So it goes a little bit slower, things, when you have this amount of chickens. So there you go. So if you look in here, we have 4,500 chickens. We have 8,800 wheat. So everyone has a name here, which is kind of fun. And that goes up to 9,900, I think. 9,999, and then it goes back to 1 again. So then we'll do the same over here, which I won't force you to watch because it's pretty boring. But we can switch over to Excel and we can show you how to input this. So you go to chickens and here you put, we haven't bought anything yet, but we bought 9,000 chickens at €6 per each. Let's copy that, so 54,000, that's a lot less. Let's see what we sell it for, and everything else will refill in here after a while. So, and then we'll put in the amount of days, and we'll get the chickens over here, and we'll put on these. So the bluish here is what we put in. I actually bought, maybe that should be blue. So put in here. These amounts we put in, and then this gets calculated. We put in this one also. It should be blue. This gets calculated, and then that's about it. So see what we'll sell them for and what sort of income we'll get from this batch. That's interesting. We'll see. How much? I'm gonna stop recording there. So welcome to Chicken Land and our farm, which is moving along quite nicely. It's actually nice. I like this farm. It's going nice. Good farm. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Andy. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.